Love conquers all. Love wins. Yesterday's decision, huge landmark, and it's changed tremendously and changed for the good. Well, that's something nice to hear about for a change, finally. Thank you, Supreme Court. You made a good decision. It was 5-4. So, 5 judges were like, yes. 4 of them still with their backward ass thinking it's still 1960s. It just, look. I would like to know this. Why does it bother you about someone's beliefs, behaviors, lifestyles, just because you grew up differently or what you were told as a kid by your parents, your guardians, what you saw on TV? It was, ingrained in you that you didn't like the fact that 2 people of the same sex could get married or have any kind of intimate sort of relationship. Why did that bother you? It's not like someone has a gun pointed to your head telling you, if you don't suck this dude off right now, I'm going to blow your brains out. Well, not blow, but shoot your brains out. That's also a sexual word. But you get my idea, though. No one's forcing you to like this or, your lifestyle changing. And it's just, oh my God, it's been constantly on 2 sides on social media. And it just, look, I get it from the other side that they don't agree with this, but why? Why? I grew up in a very strict household, Catholic household, I was born Catholic, got baptized, went to Sunday school, had to go to church every Sunday, dressed nice, and to be perfectly honest, I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. I was forced to do something I didn't want to do. I did question some things, and I did get in trouble a couple times, though. Most of the times I was just shy and quiet. But shy and quiet that I just didn't want to be there. I'm just like, my mind was always constantly somewhere else, though. And it's just like, why do I have to do this? Why do I have to do that? Why am I being forced to believe something that I'm going to have a lot of questions about, Why can I just be myself without ever have to harming anybody intentionally, though, And I posted something on Facebook yesterday, and it's gotten some responses in a way. And it's like, okay, let the gays get married. If you want to be an atheist, fine, be an atheist. If you still want to be religious, Christian, Hindu, Muslim, Jewish, whatever, you can. Let people with guns keep their guns. And I mean, if you want to smoke a bowl, do hardcore drugs, fine, do that. It doesn't infringe on my life at all, because what is stopping me from continuing to live my life because somebody is different, thinking different than me, or why, for example, are some people now going to get really mad that, let's say, they got kids and they're out and about in public and then they see 2 gay couples, whether the men are males or females, and they're kissing, making out? Does it really bother you that much you have to explain to your kids for less than 5 minutes what's going on? I mean, okay, let's say 10 years from now I already have kids. Let's say I have a son. Who knows? Maybe he could be 7 or 8 years old, whatever. And we're just out and about in the street, and I see 2 guys making out. And if he says, "Dad, what are they doing?" I'm just gonna be like, "Well, son, those are 2 men that like each other. They are called homosexual males because they like the same sex. However, for me, I am a heterosexual male. I like the opposite sex. There is absolutely nothing wrong with liking the same sex. And of course, absolutely nothing wrong with liking the different sex. It's who you like. So, when you get older, whether you are hetero or homo, it won't bother me. As long as, one, you're happy, two, you're making a good living in a way, you can support yourself, and three, also, be clean, Hey, it doesn't matter if you're hetero or homo, you gotta be clean, if you know what I mean. If you do those things, and I see you're growing into a man, the way that what you were intended to be, not what God, not what somebody else tells you what you're intended to be. I'm all for it, happy, and that also includes the fact if I end up having a daughter as well. If she ends up being lesbian, I'm still gonna love her the way I would love any parents who has a daughter. I get a red light. But good. That means I get to talk a little bit more. So, for those parents out there that have kids and they're afraid the fact that they're going to grow up to be gay or something, it's just like, man, you got to cut that shit out. Cut that shit out right now. It's absolutely pathetic. You're pretty much controlling your child's life. When if you do that, they're not going to be happy. You want the best for your child, but you want them to be happy. Sometimes what's best for the child may not what you think it is. Okay? That was the old-fashioned kind of way. Why do you think there's a lot of people out there that still don't get along with their parents? How many people you hear they say they hate their dad because he's a backward-ass, bigot, piece of shit, narrow-minded motherfucker that doesn't respect anybody, and his opinions are more superior than anybody else's. It's either his way or no way kind of thing, Or usually these type of guys that, they get a woman pregnant, and they're hardly even there to raise the kid, though. I've had that in my family, and it's just, it fucking sickens me. I'm just sick to my stomach whenever I hear about that. Or, you have a mother who is like a constant alcoholic, smoker, she's hardcore, but she's not taking care of her child kind of way. And the child pretty much has to take care of themselves. You also have those fathers like that that are around, but they're still fuck-ups, And you gotta realize that, this is, your kind of parent. They don't care, or they're, meaning, they don't care, what their kids kind of do, but they hear something about that, oh, their kids are gay, and yada yada, they're like, oh, wait a minute, that's not good. It's just, man, if times are gonna change, times better change in a good way. And slowly they are, It would be nice to live in a world where people are very respectful to everybody, Yes, there are going to be times people are going to agitate you. You want to fucking punch them in their head for being so stupid, but you just gotta realize that, hey, it's pretty much you. You control your feelings. You control your anger. It's how you deal with it. But anyways, though, that is my done chit-chat rant. Congratulations. Now, hey, the gays could get married, and you know what? For those single ladies out there that can't find a man, your gay friends are getting married before you. Come on now, get on it. And I know, I gotta get on it as well, but that's just me in a way. But anyways, yes, I'm done chit-chat rant. I'm at LA Fitness right now, as you can see. I gotta get a good workout in. Eyes and tries. Peace.